In the high-stakes game of NFL roster building, the best front offices aren't just those who draft well or snag the biggest free agents. The truly elite decision makers are those who know how to pivot, how to change plans without blinking, how to find value where others see obstacles. In that light, the Chicago Bears general manager Ryan Poles may have just authored a clinic on how to manage free agency with vision and precision. The Bears were originally all in on landing Trey Smith, the dominant offensive guard from the Kansas City Chiefs. Smith is only 25, entering his prime, and he's one of the most physically imposing interior linemen in the league. So when the Chiefs used the franchise tag to keep him, the Bears lost a potential cornerstone. Or so it seemed. Instead of reaching or overpaying elsewhere, Poles shifted to a new target, one that might actually end up being a better fit, Joe Thuney. A seasoned veteran with championship pedigree, Thuney came from the same Kansas City system and has spent years excelling at multiple offensive line positions. And the best part? The Bears got him at a discount. Thuney signed a 2-year, $35 million extension, added to the $16 million remaining on his current deal. That's just over $17.5 million annually. Compare that to Smith's $23.5 million per year deal. That's a $6 million savings annually, with the possibility of Thuney outperforming the younger Smith in the short term. Thuney's resume is impeccable. He's blocked for legends like Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. He's won 4 Super Bowls. He's a 4-time All-Pro. And most impressively, last season, he played multiple games at left tackle out of necessity and still graded out better than Trey Smith did playing in his natural position. That's a testament not just to his skill, but to his adaptability and leadership. While Smith excels as a run blocker, Thuney is more well-rounded. He has the football IQ, the technique, and the consistency that younger players often take years to develop. He's not just a band-aid solution. He's a stabilizing force for a Bears offensive line that must protect rookie quarterback Caleb Williams. Let's not forget the contract structure itself. The third year of Thuney's deal is mostly non-guaranteed, giving Chicago future flexibility if performance or injuries become a concern. It's a low-risk, high-reward investment. So what did Ryan Poles really do here? He avoided overcommitting to a pricier player. He found a comparable, if not superior, veteran at a reduced rate. He upgraded the locker room culture with a battle-tested leader. And most importantly, he protected the future of his franchise quarterback. This wasn't just good, it was elite-level general managing. Quick break. Before we dive deeper into the Bears' financial genius, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and hit the bell icon so you never miss breaking Chicago Bears updates. We bring you the latest Bears news with in-depth analysis and no fluff, 100% dedicated to Bears Nation. In the shadow of blockbuster deals like Sauce Gardner's $120 million extension, a quiet storm is brewing in Chicago's secondary, and it centers on Jaylen Johnson. When Johnson signed his contract extension, some questioned whether he had done enough to deserve a long-term commitment. Fast forward to now, and it's clear the Bears made one of the most intelligent long-term decisions in recent franchise history. Sauce Gardner's record-breaking deal has officially reset the cornerback market. At over $30 million per year and $85.6 million guaranteed, it's the kind of deal that pushes other front offices into panic mode. But Ryan Poles isn't panicking because he already secured his top corner for a relative bargain. Jaylen Johnson is currently the 13th highest paid cornerback in the NFL at $19 million annually. That's not just a steal, it's daylight robbery. Johnson is arguably a top 10 corner in the league. Some would argue he's top 5. He's better than J.C. Horn, better than the current version of Jalen Ramsey, and more reliable than several corners making significantly more. When Johnson signed the deal, he was coming off his best season yet. He had evolved under head coach Matt Eberflus, improving his zone coverage instincts while maintaining the man-to-man toughness that defined his early career. And now, under defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, who's expected to implement a more aggressive press man system, Johnson could elevate his game even further. That's what makes this deal so fascinating. The Bears aren't just paying for what Johnson is, they're paying less for what he could become. His ceiling is still rising. He's young, durable, and increasingly dominant. Polls recognized that and acted before Johnson's price could skyrocket. Now, with other corners earning $25 minus $30 million per year, Johnson's deal looks like a cap-saving gold mine. It frees up room to spend elsewhere while keeping an elite player locked in. But this contract also symbolizes something deeper: belief. The Bears believed in Johnson's growth, his leadership, his long-term potential. They didn't wait for the market to dictate their moves. They led the market. This isn't just a smart deal, it's a statement. Jaylen Johnson is a building block, and the Bears treated him like one before the rest of the league caught on. And that foresight could pay massive dividends on the field and in the books. When you look across the league, one of the biggest issues teams face isn't drafting, it's overspending. Poorly structured deals can cripple a team's cap for years. But in Chicago, Ryan Poles is quietly building one of the most financially sound rosters in the NFL. Yes, there have been missteps. Nate Davis didn't work out. His 3-year, $30 million contract with $19 million guaranteed was supposed to solidify the offensive line. Instead, injuries and inconsistency turned it into a near bust. But even that deal was structured to allow for a clean exit. Tremaine Edmunds is another example. Brought in as a high-priced linebacker, Edmunds hasn't quite lived up to the billing. He's flashed at times, but hasn't consistently dominated. Still, his contract doesn't destroy the team's cap flexibility. It's manageable, and the upside still exists. Now contrast those with the home run contracts Poles has nailed. Jaylen Johnson, one of the best corners in football, signed at $19 million/year. Joe Thuney, a veteran star with Super Bowl rings, at just $17.5 million/year. Cole Kmet, a reliable tight end and locker room leader, extended at $12 million/year. DJ Moore, a top-tier receiver whose $27 million/year salary is no longer even top 10 at the position. These deals have something in common: they were proactive, not reactive. Poles and his staff identified key players they wanted to build around and move quickly. They avoided bidding wars. They structured contracts with minimal long-term risk. And most importantly, they kept the team's core intact. In today's NFL, this matters more than ever. With Caleb Williams on a rookie contract, the Bears have a unique window. Every dollar saved now can be used to build depth, sign impact players, or absorb future extensions. The blueprint is simple: invest smart, avoid financial traps, and reward your foundational pieces before the market resets. What Poles has done is lay the groundwork for a sustainable contender. These contracts won't make headlines outside of Chicago, but within league circles, front offices are noticing. This is how winning cultures are built: by making smart decisions early and often. Final thoughts. So, did Ryan Poles pull off highway robbery twice? It certainly looks that way. By pivoting from Trey Smith to Joe Thuney, he didn't just save money, he may have acquired a more impactful player for the Bears' immediate future. By locking in Jaylen Johnson early, he ensured elite cornerback play at a below-market rate. And when you add it all up, Thuney, Johnson, Moore, Kmet, what you see is a pattern of smart, forward-thinking financial management. These aren't just contracts. They're chess moves in a much larger game. The Bears aren't just planning to win, they're planning to sustain winning. And if these deals continue to age as well as they look today, the Poles era may be remembered as the turning point that finally brought consistent success to the Windy City. Stay locked in, Bears fans. The future is being built right now, and it's looking more strategic, more stable, and more competitive than we've seen in years.